almost uninterrupted. Get ready for the most extra podcast known to man. The Ace and TJ Show presents the
in your joints, in your muscles, and you don't think there's any relief other than surgery and medications and all of that stuff, then you need to check out Neogenics. They will give you a realistic assessment on whether or not they can help you. They will gladly say, sorry, we're not going to waste your time and money. But you'd be surprised at what all they can do. Joints, muscles, tendons, ligaments, all of that. No surgery, no medication, no downtime. 2 locations close to the Ace and TJ broadcast complex here. Ballantine and Lake Norman. So go to, do we have an Ace and TJ web address for them?
acetj.com/neogenics. It's NEOGENIX.
So that'll be cool if you can get rid of that pain.
Yeah, I'm excited because I think they can fix my left wrist. So that'll be good.
They told me they can't help me with the pain that I got because it's a pain in the ass. Brought on by all y'all.
Oh, no.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4 pains in my ass. 4 stabbing pains in my ass.
Like a nice pick.
I do like when people have, when you have a word with a short A sound, like and people don't go all the way with a long A, like ice. But it's just that tiny little, like, ass.
Yeah,
pain in my ass. Like Joe Biden saying, MAGA Republicans. MAGA Republicans. Extreme MAGA Republicans. Where's my ding dong?
It's not a joke.
I was just realizing, I think this may be sad. In the regular old show, Riggins was talking about people stealing other people's sunshine. When did somebody steal your sunshine? And I don't think I have any sunshine for people to steal.
Well,
like I don't have anything that, like these that would rank up there with somebody, a woman being pregnant and some other woman jumping on her announcement saying, I'm pregnant too.
But those milestones are passed. But you just haven't approached the next set of milestones, which are like your kids having kids and going to their wedding, and you're in that period.
But I mean, how would somebody steal my sunshine from my kids' weddings? Take something away from me that's special about me.
They're typically linked to women.
Oh.
The traditional scenarios that we hear. It's baby showers, weddings,
baby
announcements kind of thing. So maybe.
And are you saying that's because women are more self-absorbed, self-focused? Is that what you're saying, Regan?
No, not at all. It just happens to be that the time, because maybe. Now that I think about it, because guys wouldn't complain even.
Well, I mean, if you went to a wedding, and a guy showed up and the groom is wearing a tuxedo, and another guy showed up in a tuxedo, the groom wouldn't go, "Well, how dare he show up in a tuxedo?" Be like, "Oh, he's got a good-looking suit on." Like, doesn't matter to me. Doesn't affect me at all. I'm still the groom.
Nice penguin suit.
But I don't understand the big deal about another woman coming to a wedding wearing white. Unless it's a wedding dress, and do you think that people are actually going to get you confused with the person showing up in white?
Exactly.
I don't understand the whole big
it's
deal
like
with
a
that.
respect thing. Don't worry
I know, but
there's so many other colors.
Yeah, but I mean, what is the respect thing that you're only the bride? Is that written somewhere in the traditional rules that the bride's the only one to wear white?
Unwritten, but yes.
Or I mean, it could be written somewhere.
It might be.
I don't know.
Emily Post might have something to say about it. I don't know.
But I mean, the mother-in-law, wore a white dress. Well, is anybody going to look at the? Well, maybe now mother-in-laws be hot. Yeah. I was going to say, look at the mother. But I think if it's that big of a deal, then you should really treat it as such. And if somebody shows up in a white dress, they get kicked out.
Yep. Afuera.
Yep. That.
What was that?
Pa fuera.
Bafuera.
Pafuela.
Pa fuera.
What does that mean?
Bafuela.
Out.
Okay.
You're out.
What's the word for bouncer in Spanish?
For a bouncer, like a security guard?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Security.
I can speak Spanish.
Security.
Security.
But yeah, kick the mother-in-law out. She shows up wearing white, and it's that big a deal.
Yeah.
Get the hell out.
Yep. You don't get to be part of the wedding no more.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm okay with that.
Who should be the one to do it? Is that something a bridesmaid should do,
Yeah.
or is that the wedding coordinator?
The wedding coordinator
Oh,
should be
yeah,
left
yeah,
to do
yeah.
it. That's why I think the wedding
Automatically, her.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whoa.
There may be a male wedding coordinator, but I've never been encountering one.
I think that there most certainly are millions of them, Ace.
Could be.
Hey, my name's
Well,
Daryl. I'm your wedding coordinator.
Wedding coordinator.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, famous wedding coordinators of all was a man, Frank.
You know what? You're right.
Frank?
Yeah, Frank.
Martin Short's character in Father of the Bride.
Oh. Yeah. Didn't you go to school with a guy that was a wedding coordinator?
No, he is the one that owns the store for Say Yes to the Dress.
Oh, okay.
Randy Finoli.
Yeah.
They make good money too, those wedding coordinators.
Oh, they do make good money.
Good money.
It's worth it though. I think that would be worth it.
Seems like a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it just seems like to have one person that handles all of that stuff for you, that would be fantastic.
But would it be worth it to have to deal with brides?
No, I meant from the family standpoint, having somebody that does that, because they got so many different things now. That was one of the good things you don't think about that I would never have wanted to deal with.
Yeah. So in Jamaica, your answer to all the questions was no problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
No problem, man.
No
Nobody even
problem.
asked me a question, which was fine.
They're not
Well,
looking for you.
until they were ready to get paid.
Yep.
Now, what all did she do?
Okay, well, first off, I don't know a lot about it because I wasn't involved.
Yeah, I know. But so she got
But-
the balloons. Those balloon things were
Yeah.
really
So I think-
artistic looking.
What she did was Amanda's mom and her friend Christy were the ones that put the shower on. So they kind of talked to the coordinator about kind of, here's the vision. What are you thinking? And they said, we could do this, we could do that, we could do this, we could do that. Okay, we want to incorporate these things. And then that person kind of implements the plan and says, how about we do this, 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 and this? So like I know Christy was the one that said, hey, what if we did like, we need somebody to play music, but we'd like it to be, it was Christy's idea to do the duo. Was it a
Cellist
violinist,
and
a violinist and
a bass.
and a guitar player? In it. Yeah. You throw me off.
Flute.
Was there a cellist there or whatever? Anyway, but she wanted them to play. I want to make sure they can play like classic rock songs or whatever. And then when they had the idea to do the balloon arch, the lady said, "I know somebody. I'll get it
Yeah.
designed."
So they have contacts and they can do all.
So you
this
just give them
stuff
kind of
right there.
here's a vision.
Yeah.
How would we incorporate all of these things?
Decorations, and centerpieces, and
Yeah, and then they just
picking the
report
food. That was going to be catered.
Yep.
And all that. Yeah. So that's easy money.
Easy.
I could do that shit blindfolded.
It's a lot of
As long as I
detail and
didn't have to
paperwork.
deal with, if you could do that for men, if men ever had a need for party planners and stuff, but dealing with women on that kind of thing, no.
You want to be my wedding planner? I'll be easy.
Yeah, you probably will be getting married barefoot, but nowhere near the beach.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. That's a good idea.
But I couldn't deal with y'all's relatives and stuff because I don't speak Spanish. But
Right.
and everything that I suggested, they would say, "No, you don't know because you're white, just
No.
like you do."
It's true. You don't know because you're white.
But yeah, if they had if you're planning so you got a guy who's needs a party planner for a Super Bowl party with just his buds, I'd tear that up.
Well, yeah, that'd be pretty easy to do.
I booked a room at Twin Peaks, and we're gonna clear out the
Yeah.
tables, and
Centerpiece is boobs,
hell yeah.
flowers shaped like boobs, and balloon arches go without saying. Shot glasses with boobs.
Sure.
Party favors will be them ink pens that you turn upside down, the woman's clothes fall off.
Oh, a tipping strip. Sure. Love it.
Yeah, it's pretty easy for guys. Isn't it?
And if
Simple
it's,
creatures.
I don't know though. You may mess up something that is a special thing for the guy, and he'd go all Bridezilla on you.
Do you think? I don't think
like,
so.
I wanted my Little League trophies on these tables.
Home run derby champion, 1987.
Yeah, but
if you had a guy though and said, "Hey, I know you wanted wings, but the fryer's down, so we did burgers and some boneless wings instead." Right? That's fine. That's cool.
Yeah. Okay.
No big deal.
So you don't know how boneless wings are prepared either, do you?
No,
They're awesome.
I don't know.
We don't have fryers down, so we got boneless wings.
I guess they're in the fryer also. Yeah.
Yeah, there's also different.
You get the point I was trying to make there.
We get the point. Yeah. That is true.
What I'm trying to say is
good,
guys
yeah.
are easy, women are kind of
Yeah.
bitchy.
Yeah. No, it's not easy. I can't imagine it's easy.
Oh, at a wedding, when that's everything is just ratcheted up to the umpteenth, like the smallest little thing goes wrong and it's off the deep end.
Chaos.
I think I would be, actually, when I think about it, I think I would be good with the brides.
Do you?
Yeah. I think I'd have them settle down. I'd go, hey, settle down.
Because you're
sweetheart.
so good with detail and paperwork.
No, I mean just
exactly.
just the, the organizing of the day. Like you're gonna walk in here. The choreography kind of thing of it.
Make sure you walk in the back of the church up towards the front. Not the other way around.
Yeah, they're asking TJ about what. Do you have a seating chart for the reception? And he's got like a 17 page. Yeah. Hang on a minute. It might be in my truck. I don't know. I'll be right back.
Go put your coat on wherever you want to sit.
Right. Why can't everybody just kind of find a seat when they get there?
We call Riggins.
Yeah, I'm looking at
Like, you son of a bitch, I don't want to have anything to do with this.
Hey, Riggins, on your way here, can you whip up a seating chart for 150 people for this thing?
Or just, show me where the one is that we already made and I can't find the file.
I can picture the bride coming up yelling at you and you just going, shh, and doing that finger on her lips. Like,
Sweetheart. Shh.
It's too much. It's too much. It's going to be fun.
Today's your day. Don't get upset.
Or I would go, oh my God, your titties have been out the whole time. And then when she and then looks down and they're not, I'll go, see, it could be worse. It's just a little test for you there.
There's more of the Extra Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ Show next. It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little extra. More of the Extra Funny podcast in 3 minutes.
You hear it? Now see it. Watch Riggins' facial reactions, Alexis's banter with TJ, Ace's pearly white complexion in all its glory. On your phone, on your smart TV, this is Ace TJ TV.
Whoa! This is the all-new Doritos Cool Ranch Papadilla from Papa John's. Bold Doritos Cool Ranch flavors with our signature flatbread-style sandwich for the zestiest flavor mashup ever. Only at Papa John's.
When it comes to making memories this summer, whether it's with your family, your friends, your significant other, there is one place where you can do it all. And that place is Gaston County. Go to acetj.com/Gaston. That's acetj.com/Gaston to find out about all the incredible stuff that you can do this summer in Gaston County. Hiking, biking, swimming, shopping, great places to stay, and things like the Ridgeline Craft Beverage Trail. Gaston County offers a lot of different and unique opportunities for you to make some incredible memories over the summer. And many of them are outdoors. This is a special time of the year, not too hot, just right for zip lines or hiking, biking, getting out on the trails. Makes no difference. They've got it all. Whether you're a novice or you're experienced in whatever you want to do, Gaston County has something special for you. Go to acetj.com/Gaston and find out all about the incredible things to do this summer in Gaston County. That's acetj.com/Gaston to find out what's happening in Gaston County.
Putting the X in extra. This is the Extra Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
Katie, the latest and greatest sofas and sectionals at Sweet Dreams are so bootylicious.
Wait a second. Did you seriously just say bootylicious?
Yep, that's right. It's our duty to please your booty.
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, your bottom is our top priority. That's why we only carry the most comfortable furniture from only the best brands. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a bootylicious deal to me.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet.
More than just a little funny. This is extra funny. This is the Ace and TJ Show's Extra Funny Podcast. At acetj.com/neogenics. Now, Ace and TJ.
So now I'm curious, Alexis. When you said that I could be the coordinator of your wedding, what do you envision your wedding being like someday? What do you want? You don't seem like the type that's going to want a big hoopla.
No.
Kind of thing.
I'd want a small one, like 50 people max.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like at some farm somewhere.
Yeah.
Just like a nice little sunset, outdoor space, and just dancing. That's it.
What about one of those cool winery-looking places? Would you want that?
Yeah, my brother had his wedding at a tree house. Like you can rent tree houses to stay in, and he had his wedding there. He only had 15 people, but it was super cute in the middle of the woods.
So Jehovah's Witnesses don't frown upon not getting married in a church?
No.
In a hall?
Mm-mm.
No, really not?
No.
You're not supposed to celebrate that either?
What, a wedding?
Yeah, weddings and stuff like
yeah, you can.
Like as a religious thing.
Yeah, for example, if I was Jehovah's Witness and I had a friend who got married in a church, I wouldn't go to the church part. I would just go to the party.
Because you're a backslidden heathenist, non-Joho anymore.
Mm-hmm.
There are lots of places like that around here that could do what you're looking at, like vineyards and little farms and that kind of stuff.
Cute little, cutesy.
Yeah, so
intimate.
So your boyfriend, being from New York and all, I guess he and his whole family are godless.
Yeah.
Being from New York, New York City.
I actually found out the other day that his family's Catholic, so they were baptized. And I asked him, I'm like, well, if you ever have kids, like, is that something you'd want to do since all of you and your siblings were all baptized? But he doesn't seem too stuck on that idea.
Oh, well, that's sad.
Is it?
Man, I just think about every time every time baptism comes up, I think about that lady that told us the other day that while she and her husband were out of town, her mom took their baby and had it baptized. It's like, what?
I think you should choose to get baptized.
Like you missed the baptism? Well, you do in growing up being Baptist and Methodist. My kids were Methodist when they did, but yeah, you realize there's a point in your life like, oh, I feel this inside of me, and I want to go. You go through like a little school kind of thing, and you become baptized because it's your decision and to follow through with the process.
That's how it is with Jehovah's Witnesses too. You decide to get baptized.
But in say Catholic faith, it's more of a commitment from the parent.
Right.
Right, Riggins, to raise your child in the godly way and in the church and all that. Because Methodists do the baby baptizing too. But then they do the different one after, what do they call it? Consecration? Confirmation, yeah. My kids had to do that. They got baptized in the lake.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. So they don't later get baptized in the lake of fire.
Yeah.
Saving them from that lake of fire.
One of mine was in the lake, and the other one was in the granite quarry out there.
Yeah, ain't nothing like seeing your preacher in their swimsuits. Right there. Yeah, the lady preacher was in thong bikini.
No, she was not.
That was a cool deal, though, because
that cooler if she was.
That whole week they would go to the classes in the morning, and then like in the afternoon they'd take them out and hit the lake on a boat, and they didn't have an awesome afternoon every day while they were doing that. It was cool.
Yeah, prayer boat.
That's what they called it, prayer boat. We're going out on the prayer boat today.
Who would you have, bridesmaids and stuff like that? or would be to you?
Jay doesn't have very many. He has very few, very close friends, and they live in New York, so it's not like he has a bunch of groomsmen to pick from.
Yeah, so
groomsmen.
Groommen.
Some groomsmen.
Groommen.
Like he has a lot of groomsmen to choose from.
Should we be his groomsmen?
Sure, if he wants y'all to.
I ain't renting no tux.
Just come with
They're
whatever.
too expensive.
I'm wearing my Crocs.
That's fine.
So yeah, Rob, what kind of wedding do you and Meredith envision?
Courthouse.
Yeah.
He said that.
A little dinner afterwards or something?
Well, she wants to have a party. Maybe not that day, but maybe shortly after.
Yeah.
Okay. How many people will be at the courthouse watching y'all?
How many people got to be there? I don't know.
One. You gotta have a
You should
witness.
have two
Or is it
witnesses.
two witnesses. Yeah.
That's probably it.
Really?
Like your mom and
Maybe her mom.
okay, and that's it.
It's
Probably.
the smallest wedding ever.
She's got a bunch of siblings. You think her siblings are going to be okay not being? They have Life 360 on each other's phones.
But at the courthouse, though, like
I'd be livid.
Yeah, you'd be real mad if your brother that got married and didn't invite you. Yeah,
Yes. And I guarantee you, if they got Life 360 on each other's phones,
they will be livid too.
they're gonna be livid.
Yeah.
Now he might not care, and that's fine.
Yeah.
It's his prerogative.
But
But have they talked about that, Rob? Does all her her siblings know that that she's just going to have a small courthouse wedding someday?
I have no idea if they've talked about it.
Yeah. You know why? Because he doesn't give a damn.
He doesn't.
He don't give a damn what they feel.
Yeah.
Question, Rob, are you in contact with her siblings at all? Like, do you text with them or not at all?
No.
Okay. Do you Riggins with your sisters-in-law?
Yeah. I just got a text from Peanut.
Yeah, because I do with
10
my
minutes
brother-in-law regularly, almost not daily, but probably almost daily. It's, messages or whatever.
The only time I get a text is from maybe from her mom. It goes, "Where's Meredith? I can't find her."
He say sleep.
Or if she calls and goes, "Why didn't she go to work today?" Because she can look at the Life 360. Is she okay?
She calls you for that?
Yeah, because if Meredith doesn't answer, she assumes the worst.
What, Riggins?
I mean, so I cannot see that going over without some drama.
Agreed.
But I mean,
agreed.
But do they? Is her family the type to put so much emphasis on a wedding ceremony that they have to witness?
I'm not sure. To be completely honest with her, not her oldest sister, but the other sister that's a little older. When she got married, it was at some like old castle in Greensboro. So I mean, I guess there's some of them in the family do put an importance on
An old castle, yeah.
That's Chateau de Greensboro.
It's where the Duke and Duchess of Greensboro used to live.
Yeah.
A castle in Greensboro. Where's that at?
Hold on, I'm finding out that it's Castle McCullough is the name of it.
I'm gonna look this up real quick.
But
it's like a log cabin.
Yeah, Regan. So that would mean a big deal to you not to be there for your brother's, one of their weddings or something. If they just ran off and got married.
Yeah.
Because your family and Catholics in general put a lot of emphasis on a wedding ceremony, because it's a religious thing.
Sure.
And then because so many Catholics have the wedding and then a mass right after and the whole thing. That's the one. If you're not Catholic and you get invited to a wedding of someone who's Catholic, you always go, "Is there a mass?" The whole thing.
The Catholic weddings I've been to are typically like well under an hour.
Yeah,
and they're still pretty abbreviated. But I think if you're close and you got a big family with a lot of siblings, I just cannot picture that going over very well. Now, they are starting a life together. Yeah. And if they want to decide to do it at the courthouse, then that's just to be expected. But I just can't imagine.
To your point, Riggins, about this Castle McCullough is absolutely beautiful.
I'm sure it is.
Exterior it is gorgeous.
So what that tells me is a wedding was important to one sibling. In a castle, it's a show.
Yeah, this is as beautiful a wedding venue as I've ever seen. It's awesome.
I think he's in for a tough time.
But not him, Meredith, because he doesn't even know him.
Well, but to be fair, Rob, you don't even care. So if she had, if your mom shows up and all of her siblings and all show up, you couldn't care less as long as it's just the two, as long as you get married, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not costing you any extra.
Yeah, right. Rob doesn't care at all. So here's my question, though, Rob. You said you might have the party later. Let's say you're going to have the party a week or 2 weeks later. So that's out of the question. So you get married like one afternoon You go down to the courthouse and the two of you get married. Do you anticipate there would be something you would do together that weekend, or would you just go back home, or do you think you would go out, like get a room for the night or something, have a nice dinner? How would you envision the rest of that playing out?
I really don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. However, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
Cool as a cucumber.
He don't care.
He don't care.
As long as it's inside, air conditioned.
Oh, please be inside. Yes.
Would you completely refuse a wedding outside? You know, in the maybe not even have to be the dead of summer, but just in the spring. Say it's 70 something degrees out.
No thanks.
You would say I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no thank
and
you.
it's a walk away point for you. No,
I mean, I
no
would continue-
marriage.
I might not. Well, no, probably not. But if it happened that way, I would never stop bringing it up to her.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's the right attitude. When he hates getting gifts and stuff on his birthday.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, at a wedding reception, people start bringing him gifts. Rob, did you see the gift I got you? Like 100 times. That could be disastrous.
But wouldn't
too.
it be like, what if he was getting things that he likes, like a new air fryer, like all those kitchen
think he
gadgets that
cares.
are like one-use things?
No,
I don't like the spectacle of a gift.
it's
Yeah.
the spectacle. And,
But you would
and
just
a
take it
reception,
home.
Yeah, and then everybody's watching you open them. I don't like that either.
We're
Yeah,
all
they
in a
don't do
room,
that
and then
in
he's
weddings.
got to walk through those doors with his new wife, and everybody's do the first dance, do the. Oh my
God,
gosh!
yeah.
Can you imagine?
Would you do a first dance thing, Rob?
I don't know. It's not something I would be excited about, but
But I mean, that's a little bit different than everybody staring at you while you're opening gifts.
Yeah,
because
it
I
is.
mean, you do have a history of performing in front of people, singing and that sort of thing. So even though dancing is not your thing, I don't think you'd be quite as uncomfortable with people watching you and Meredith, shuffle around in a circle a little bit to music.
Yeah.
As you would, opening a toaster and clapping.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much. Yeah. This is exactly what we wanted. I know, because you registered for it. Oh, that's how that works. Yeah, I see. I can see that.
But
I just think you're just going to have to lay the law. You have to make the rules, Rob.
Could you easily though see Rob if y'all went to the courthouse and got married, and then just like went and grabbed some lunch and went home?
yeah, that'd be fine by me.
Yeah. How long have y'all been together?
8 years.
Okay. And how, I don't know, how close are you to her siblings?
I mean, I go. I don't go places without her with them.
Yeah. So, I mean, but how much do you really know about them?
Whatever she tells me.
Mm-hmm. So, like, I'm saying that because you said earlier you don't know whether they would be upset about not seeing a wedding or whatever.
Yeah, I really don't know.
Do you know their names?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of them?
There's only 3.
Again.
All of them.
Yes, I do.
Well, hey, whatever works. Like, Alexis, if I were your wedding planner, I would make sure that you were standing on a stool of some sort so everybody in the place could see you while you're exchanging your vows.
Yeah.
I think
That's important.
every bride and groom should be mic'd up. Because when they're repeating their vows, they act like they've never spoken before. I, Donna, take the mic to be my lovely wedding. And everybody's, huh? What?
What?
Or at least they should have a boom mic over them. Somebody's holding them, so everybody can hear what they're saying.
Yeah. I do like they have mic'd up bride and groom for the wedding video and stuff. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, we have it in
Yeah.
ours. We
I think
had
it's
it.
cool.
Mm-hmm. But you also need somebody who knows what's going on to be able to cut it whenever they need to.
Yeah.
Because, dumbasses get a microphone and sometimes they need to be cut off.
They lose it.
Yeah. Especially, if a woman's volume goes to a certain point and she's still got a microphone in her hand, boom. Not only should it be cut, it should just disintegrate. It will self-destruct if you get above this volume in it. Please.
Funnier than your average podcast. This is the Extra Funny Podcast, presented by Neogenics. Find out more about Neogenics at acetj.com/Neogenics. More Extra Funny podcasts next. It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little extra. More of the Extra Funny Podcast in 3 minutes.
You hear it? Now see it. Watch Riggins' facial reactions.
Alexa, turn on the universe.
On your phone, on your smart TV. This is Ace TJ TV.
Yes, it's spring and summer will be here soon. Everybody's outside having a good time. They're going to the pools and the beaches and all. And if that's not for you, only because you're feeling like you're not so confident in the way you look, or you're uncomfortable because you have extra weight on you at the moment, then you need our friends at Calitrin. You see, Calitrin is different. Calitrin is not a diet drug, and it's not going to increase your heart rate and make you feel like you're nervous and all of that. It is the top quality collagen, and we need collagen in our system, and we lose it over time. And Calitrin replaces that collagen. And, you know, it promotes fat loss and lean muscle. And it does it the healthy way. It helps you lose weight the healthy way. So it's not claiming to make you lose 30 pounds overnight. It doesn't do that. It's consistency. That's the key with Calitrin. And when you order 3 months supply, you're going to get 2 months free and $21 off. Go to acetj.com/weight loss and order Calitrin today.
Whoa! This is the all-new Doritos Cool Ranch Papadilla from Papa John's. Bold Doritos Cool Ranch flavors with our signature flatbread style sandwich for the zestiest flavor mashup ever. Only at Papa John's.
Ace TJ 5G is possible thanks to our friends from O'Connor Insurance Associates. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated, and they can help you get the most insurance for your money. All you have to do is head over to acetj.com/O'Connor.
If you've been injured in an accident that's not your fault and you don't have an attorney, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions and tell you what your case is potentially worth. Hi, I'm Gina, along with spokesman Rob. So, Rob, tell the folks at home who should call right now.
Just like you said, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, you don't have an attorney, give us a call right now. We're going to answer all of your questions, and we'll let you know what your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Rob. You heard it, folks at home. Pick up the phone. Call now.
All guests of the Ace and TJ show stay at the Hyatt Centric South Park, a fantastic hotel in the beautiful South Park neighborhood in Charlotte. You'll find gourmet restaurants, specialty boutiques, lively breweries, and area landmarks all surrounding this incredible hotel. The Hyatt Centric South Park.
More than just a little funny. This is extra funny. This is the Ace and TJ Show's Extra Funny Podcast. Find out more about Neogenics at acetj.com/Neogenics. Now, Ace and TJ.
Yeah.
By the way, Neogenics is spelled Neogenics.
This lady said, my mother-in-law invited my husband's ex-fiance and baby of his mother of his first baby to my baby shower. Didn't ask me. We didn't even know she was coming until she was walking in the door. His family sat with her while I was down in front opening gifts. Granted, we had a decent relationship with the ex, but I feel like the mother-in-law should have at least asked me. I felt so uncomfortable. Oh, and side note, when we got married, she put his ex on her list of invites to our wedding. Luckily, we had her give her list to us, and we sent those out. I mean, like I said, I had a good relationship with the ex, but I didn't feel the need to be inviting her to our wedding. Honestly, I don't know how we're still married. They've done so much crazy crap to me. Love you guys, Lucy.
That's wild.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? We are not.
I think the mother-in-law just didn't care.
Hopefully. That's a better alternative than just being an asshole on purpose.
Right. Or that she may have been thinking, okay, well, I have a grandchild with this woman, this other woman, and you know, I don't want my grandchild wondering where his mom is or her mom is when we're having a big family celebration and maybe confused. I don't know. That's the only other thing I can think of other than her just saying, well, I like the ex better and she deserves to be here. I want her here because I like her, kind of thing.
Whoa. That's a crazy one.
I don't understand exes hanging out together anyway.
I don't either.
Like the Jeff Bezos's fiance with Tony Gonzalez and his wife. She dated Tony Gonzalez. That's just weird.
But at least in that case, there was somebody in between. And Tony Gonzalez and the woman he's been with now have been together since 2007. So they probably had to be at almost 20 years ago that they dated. So that's kind of a, probably don't even think about it that way, because maybe like they dated in college.
I don't want to be around anybody who's had sex with my wife.
Yeah.
Right.
Or my fiance or whoever. I don't want to. It is a woman that I just met. We're on a first date. I don't want to be around anybody she done had sex with.
Yeah, especially if he looks like Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah. I don't even care about that. I wouldn't be intimidated by that. I don't care. But just the fact that, you're hanging out with somebody who's been all up in your business.
Yeah. Seen her butt and everything.
Mm-hmm. I just don't see the need in it.
No, it's crazy.
But what if she told him, hey, if I'm going out on this yacht with you, I want Tony to be there. And he's like, no, I don't. Yeah, either Tony goes or I don't go. Tony in October, his wife.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be like, nope. Maybe that makes it easier because Tony's now married to like a really hot woman. So it takes if I were Jeff, I'd be like, all right, well, at least he's married like somebody way hotter than you.
But even if it's not a threat that they're going to, be messing around with each other, just that idea of, being with a person that has been intimate with whoever you're with now. I don't want to do that.
Mm-mm.
Not into that at all.
You wouldn't do that? Alexis, you don't get that?
No. I don't want to see them. I don't want them around. Don't even think about them.
It's a good thing your guy was a virgin before y'all got together.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
You good.
He's a really good-looking guy and also seemed to be very under control. Did he ever have like a wild time in his life?
Yeah.
Okay.
He did. He was like a lot younger.
Did you get all the details, or you're like, that's okay, I just need to know you had a wild time. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't need to know the details.
Yeah. But I can't even picture that. Knowing him just as I know him since you've been dating him, he seems so put together and calm and conservative.
Everything's measured and low key.
Yeah, I'm glad he got it out of his system.
Mm-hmm.
We both say that we wouldn't have it would never have worked with each other had we met at different stages of our lives. Because he wouldn't have dealt with my party years either at all.
No. I don't know who would have. Well, I mean, good Lord. It was like a Wildin' Out episode every night with you.
I love that, like a Wildin' Out episode.
That was.
You were out Thursday through Sunday?
Thursday through Sunday. Yep. Out in the streets.
Always smelling like alcohol.
Always.
Showing up for work hungover on a Monday morning.
Hungover all the time. Coming out of the club all like oily and greasy and sweaty.
Yeah.
Hair went in straight. It's a puffball coming out.
Sounds very nice.
Leaving the club at 1:30 looking for the buffet.
Yep.
Let's go hit the buffet before we get home. Getting home at 3.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, I didn't. That period of my life wasn't for very long. I mean, I did have go to the clubs stuff.
Yeah.
Go to eat the Shoney's breakfast bar after the club. Had what did we have of that? It's about a year, maybe.
I don't know. I had a pretty.
You did it in college.
Yeah, because in
though,
college
too,
a lot, and then
Yeah, I went to clubs, before I was but I never lived in a town with the club.
I was gonna say you always had that. That was the difference.
I had to drive an hour to get to the club.
Yeah,
the club. We're going to the club.
I mean, my dad lived right there, close to the lighthouse. I could go home from there.
Yeah. So.
Were you past your clubbing days when you started having to like wake up so early for work?
Yeah.
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 So I'm like, I don't
know how I
do
would
it.
have done it. Because I just got to a point where, and it happened pretty quickly. Like I said, going to the club on a regular basis, where I just felt dirty being in there. You know, like, this is just, look at these people. It's hot in here, loud ass music, drinking out of a plastic cup. I just feel dirty.
Yeah.
And then, you know what? Come to find out, I was dirty.
Yeah. Turns out you're gross.
Yeah, it's absolutely disgusting. And one of the things that may have made me realize that was actually going with our boss at the radio station to pick up money from the club during the day. And I saw what it looked like in the daylight. Yeah. And woo, not pretty. Not glamorous at all. I was like, ugh.
It loses some of the magic in the daytime.
And then when you, because that was the club, it was called the Lighthouse. And when I started going to that when I was 18, and I didn't live in the town with it, it was hot. It was the thing, you know, lights and the big city DJs and all that. And I thought it was really cool. But then when I got in the radio business in that town and was introduced to the people that run the clubs and the people who, like the DJs. These people don't have shit going on. I mean, these people aren't cool.
What are we doing here?
What is that? What did he just say? That didn't make a damn bit of sense. What, is he high? Club owners and stuff. Yeah. You're like, I don't know what this. I don't want to deal with this. There's a club owner that used to come by the radio station, lie about all the big acts that he was going to have in his club. His name was Pete. Yeah, the name of his club was Smash Alley. That's the way he talked. Hey, Ace, this is Pete from Smash Alley. Did you tell him Ozzy's going to be here next weekend? You know good and damn well Ozzy Osbourne's not coming. He got a concert announcement sign at the club. As soon as you walked in, it was a pegboard, like an old diner or something with a pegboard. And they would say all these big name acts coming on whatever date. And then somehow it would end up falling through right before they were supposed to come.
Yeah, I was going to say he just straight up lied.
Yeah. My man's place held maybe 400 people tops, but probably closer to 300 at that.
And hey, man, I didn't talk to the promoters, and it's on. I just got to sign the papers. Poison's coming. Poison's one of the biggest bands, you know, in the whole world at that time.
Yeah, they're going to stop touring arenas to come play.
But did you guys ever call him out?
No, he's spending money. You know, he was buying advertising on the radio.
What
so.
do we care?
That's cool. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Who is
We'd
this
laugh
guy?
at, you know, he'd leave and we'd be laughing. Sometimes when Ace was on the air and I wasn't, like at night and stuff, I would call the radio station. When he would answer, I'd go, "Hey, Ace, it's Pete from Smash Alley." Just to be funny.
Just to be silly.
Yeah. But yeah, if you think clubs are cool, hang around one in the daytime when it's closed. Get some kind of connection where you can hang around with the people who run shit in the daytime. And look at old nasty carpets.
Gross in there.
It's a totally different look.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast.